And one more time for local fellow Woodbridge. This next comedian is my biological mother. So I want you to get as loud as you can for Peggy Hurley. As loud as you can. Yeah.
So proud of that boy. Now, a little bit about myself. I went to 12 years of Catholic school, and my high school was in a very conservative high school in a rather wealthy enclave of Waukesha, Wisconsin. Such an experience. I have to say, though, that the kids there were really good Catholics. Like, the girls were so devout that they would say a full rosary every time they had a secret abortion. Are we a pro-choice crowd here? I'm assuming. Okay, all right. I felt I had to ask. I was in a show a while ago, and they were not. And the producer before the show was like, please, I don't want you to tell, please don't tell any abortion jokes. And I was like, but they're fully developed. Come on. I want to deliver. Now, I don't have a whole lot to say about the topic, except it does strike me as weird that all of the protesters outside Planned Parenthood or whatever are at least 40 years past the age they even have to worry about it. It's like, go home and play with your grandkids, Gladys, okay? You're not having a scare anytime soon. There's no plan B in your Amazon cart, come on. So it's like, why is that the only choice they're policing? I've had 2 kids. I have never once seen a protester at the hospital maternity ward. No one's walking up and down the hallway telling me how much I'm going to regret that choice. No one's holding up a poster of a dismembered marriage. No one's even telling me, and this part is true, that my lower half is about to get blown to fucking bits. I hate to be the one to tell you this, guys, but if you have a baby, you will never look at a plate of lasagna the same way again. I just feel I had a duty to warn, and I don't regret my kids. My kids are great. You have kids. It will teach you, though, quickly what you're good at. And it turns out that I am really good at holding a grudge. Like, I kind of suspected I was good at holding a grudge because I have been pissed off for over 40 years at the couple from the Pina Colada song. But being a parent is different, right? Like, there's a woman who was mean to my kid. She lives down the street. She was mean to him 19 years ago. And I have dreamt of her bloody death every day of my life. Like, one thing you should know about me is that I have never delivered or taken a punch in my life. But I somehow feel that. I feel it in my bones that if I had the chance, I could fuck her up. That, my friends, is the beauty of motherhood. Now, I learn from my kids. I have to learn from my kids because I don't belong in this society anymore. Things have moved on, and I get it. I get that. Like, apps confuse me sometimes. Like, here's just a dumb example. Okay, you know how when you go to pay somebody money on Venmo, and it makes you put on the little memo line, like, what the money was for? Okay, well, my kids are grown, but once in a while I'll send them money, like, for groceries or to make sure they stay out of my house. And just as a little joke between us on the memo line, I would always put down weed. No matter what it was for, just weed. I didn't know that was public. I know now. And so does my boss. Those little shits could have told me earlier, but they get it themselves. Now, another weird thing I realized for my kids is, okay, because we live in a goddamn patriarchy, I raised my kids a little bit differently. I had a boy and a girl, and to my boy, I was always like, look, no means no. But to my daughter, I was like, never take no for an answer. Someone says no, you stay in there until you get what you came for. My son learned lessons like, look, be kind, be gentle, let others go first. It's okay to apologize. It's okay to cry. My daughter got none of that. She got just the opposite, in fact. It was always like, look, the world is your oyster. You go and grab it unapologetically. You're entitled to the world. Be tough, be strong. It's all, never let them see you cry. Which, okay, it worked out fine for a while, except that earlier this year, my son told me that she's actually a transgender woman. So I realized that I had accidentally raised like one strong, confident daughter and one regular American woman. I'm so sorry, honey, I didn't know. Good luck with your eating disorder, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to cut it there. I'm Peggy Hurley.
Hey, give it one more time for Peggy. Is she my mom or is she not my mom? We'll never know. Hey, your next comedian is one of the producers out here with PJHcomedy.